I may now like to request Dr. Saurabh Sharma, Director Asian Education Group, to please give the welcome address.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Srimati Menka Gandhi ji, Dr. Sandeep Marwa, my colleagues Dr. Lalitavir Srivastava and Dr. Gurdeep Singh Raina, faculty and staff members and dear students. I feel honored to welcome you all today to this auspicious occasion of the annual orientation program of Asian Law College. So let's have a huge round of applause for everybody. I think just like each one of you, I am equally overwhelmed to have a chief guest today amongst us who does not need any introduction. I think there are few people, not just in the country but in the world, who are synonymous with the work they've done for the people, for animals, for anybody for that matter. So I would say when this word about animals, their rights, animal laws, animal welfare comes, I think there's just one word which comes to everybody's mind in the country, outside the country, and that's Srimati Menka Gandhi ji. Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing us with your presence here today. I think while kind of knowing about you a bit, I just got a common thread between you and another very, very prominent person, and happens to be a female again. That is Mother Teresa. When we say missionaries of charity, when we say anything to do with people who are deprived or to help the poor, I think the first name which comes is of Mother Teresa. Similarly, when it is told about animals, their rights and laws, I think it's your name, and it's just not a mere coincidence that they both share a common birth date, which is 26th of August. That's tomorrow. So wishing you a very happy birthday in advance, ma'am. And we are truly honored to have you over here, and I'm sure the students will have a lot of learning through the wisdom which eventually will pass on today. I could see a lot of inquisitive faces today in the morning while entering the reception. First day at college, good but a little gloomy weather, no sun, but then quite pleasant. Yes, I think this inquisitiveness is quite obvious, but then I would want to, over the 10-year legacy of Asian Law College, cementify to you that you've made the right choice. Because law today is one of the most sought after career choice in the country. You are independent to take it up anytime. It's the only course or education which gives you the choice to work in any of the three organs of the government, which is legislature, executive, and judiciary. That's a huge, huge prestige. So I would just want to back it up to you all by saying that you made a wonderful, wonderful decision. And I'm sure in the coming years, you will reap the huge benefits of getting this education skill set into yourself. What makes me happy is again a fact that 48% of the 400 plus students sitting here today represent females. So huge, huge round of applause again, because that was again an intention that we wanted females as well to take up this particular program. When we started, I know my personal interaction with some parents where they were not very keen and had certain doubts in their mind whether I should push my daughter to take up this particular program. So what started as a counseling maybe 10 years back when we started Asian Law College and convincing those parents that you're making the right choice for your girl, today has become something which is not requiring any counseling as such, and it's like a shoulder to shoulder matching happening in terms of not just the strength, but also one important component which is of diversity. Again, a fact that this year the 400 plus students who are entering Asian Law College are coming from 22 different states of the country. That's almost 75% of India getting represented over here or sitting over here, and that too from 105 cities. So I think, yes, let's have an applause. I think the key is that you need to have the learning coming from all across various cultures, traditions. You don't want to restrict your legal education to Delhi NCR alone. You want to understand their cultures, their norms, their rules, and what better platform than having such a vast representation for you all in form of your batchmates. One more thing which I feel like telling you today is that's the start of a new journey for you. The tag of a school student for the BLLB aspirant sitting here today is gone. Now you're a college student from today. And it's not just the first day for this tag to get removed. It's also a lot of firsts which will be happening for you very soon. The first that some of you who are on the count of 17, 18 years of age would eventually cross that particular benchmark of 18 years plus, being called as adults for the first time, having a voting right for the first time, getting a driving license for the first time. And with all these, there also comes a lot of independence. Because when I say 22 states and 105 cities, obviously not all of you are from Delhi NCR. Obviously, not all of you will be going back home today to stay with your parents. Most of you have taken up accommodations in the hostels or have arranged for your own stays. So I'm sure your parents must have seen you off yesterday and back to their hometowns. Now, what comes from today is a lot of responsibility. Why? Because there'll be independence coming your way from today. There was your mother, your father, your family member, somebody's elder cousin. They're at home to guide you when you meandered or strayed into a path which probably you kind of weren't aware about is right or wrong for me. But today, you have your own self. You go back to your hostels, your PGs, your accommodations. You have to yourself decide what has been the right thing for you or what will be the right thing for you, what will be the wrong thing for you. Because yes, Delhi NCR, Supreme Court present over here, top-notch law firms present over here. It makes a lot of sense to take up law education from Delhi NCR because of the internship exposure and the facilities. But then also with that comes a lot of control which you'll have to exercise. Because the hustle bustle of the NCR might just enwrap or entangle you. So you have to have a sort of a control in terms of what is taking me towards my goal for which I am sitting here and what will take me away from that. So you have to be your own judge. You'll have to correct yourself on your own. And I think these years of focused attention and hard work could obviously give you that prestige which automatically comes to the way of this profession which is called as the profession of law or the legal profession. I think a lot of other streams have lost its sheen over the last decade or so when I talk about a job, a career. But trust me, when you get to know somebody or meet somebody who introduces himself or herself as a legal professional, a litigator, a lawyer, I feel, so I don't know how many of you would relate, there's an inherent respect coming out for those people out of the knowledge they possess, out of the sharpness they are able to kind of ape or gain as a skill set in their personality. So I think for your better future, for the goals which some of you have set in your mind, some of you haven't, just stay on track. That'll be my foremost thing for you. And just remember that you need to avoid to do anything which can make your parents bow their head down. You need to make them proud. So relish this independence. It's good to be responsible, manage your food, manage your attire, manage everything, what your mother was doing, your father was doing at home. But then be responsible in handling this independence which might come to most of you today onwards. With this, I again wish my best for all of you. I hope you come out with flying colors. It's a decade-long journey we are celebrating today of Asian Law College. You are a flag point batch or a milestone batch for us, and I just hope that you take the legacy of Asian Law College forward. We will ensure that we leave no stone unturned in giving our best towards quality education to all your students. So, welcome to Asian Law College. Thank you so much.